Welcome back to the World Cup brief. It is all over and we have a champion. Spain have won the World Cup. Today, how the final was won and lost, and a stunning 10-goal thriller for the bronze. This is the end of an unforgettable tournament.
Clutch the moment. Clutch brief.
First, the final and a new name on the trophy. Spain are champions of the world. In New York, they beat Argentina 1-0 after extra time to lift the World Cup for the second time in their history. The fortress held to the very end, and the best team of the tournament got the ending it deserved. It was tight, tense, and settled late. Goalless after 90 minutes, the final went to extra time, where Ferrán Torres struck the decisive blow. Argentina had Leandro Paredes sent off in the dying seconds, and Spain saw it out to be crowned champions. And it was, fittingly, the defence that won it. Spain conceded barely a goal on their entire run, the meanest at the World Cup, and even Argentina and Lionel Messi could not break them down, a tournament built on control, ending in glory. The verdict from the watching world was warm. Football won, said Toni Kroos, a nod to the beautiful, controlled way Spain have played. For neutrals, the best team lifted the trophy. For Spain, a golden generation has reached the summit. There was even drama before a ball was kicked. FIFA moved the finals kickoff time at the last minute, just hours before the game, a fittingly chaotic build-up to the biggest match of all. But once it started, Spain did what they have done all tournament. Next, the man who wrote his name into history. Every final needs a hero, and this one belongs to Ferrán Torres. Not the biggest name in Spain's star-studded side, but the man who stepped up when it mattered most and struck the goal that won the World Cup. A moment that will define his career. Deep into extra time, with the final on a knife edge, Nico Williams broke clear and squared it, and Ferrán Torres did the rest. One swing of the boot, and Spain were champions. From the tension of a goalless final, a single moment of quality decided it all. It spoke to Spain's greatest strength. This is a squad so deep that a player like Ferrán Torres can decide a World Cup final. All tournament, their bench and their supporting cast kept delivering. On the biggest night of all, one of them did it again. For Ferrán Torres, it is the sweetest of vindications. A player often in and out of the side, doubted at times, now forever a World Cup final match winner. Whatever else he does in the game, this is a moment that can never be taken away. This is more than a World Cup. It is a coronation. Spain now hold both the European Championship and the World Cup at the same time, a rare and remarkable double. Luis de la Fuente's side went through the tournament unbeaten and have confirmed themselves as the dominant team in world football. And at the centre of it, a 19-year-old, Lamine Yamal, ends the tournament as a world champion, a European champion, and the face of football's future. In the duel of the generations, it was the young star, not the old master, who lifted the trophy. This has the feel of a dynasty, the meanest defence, a controlling midfield, and a spine young enough to stay together for years. Spain have not just won a World Cup, they have announced themselves as the team to beat for a generation to come. And spare a thought for Luis de la Fuente. Doubted by many when he took the job, he has now delivered a European Championship and a World Cup, going unbeaten through the tournament. One of the most quietly successful reigns the game has seen. The belief that carried them is now vindicated. A group that grew together, won the Euros together, and has now conquered the world together. For Spanish football, a golden era is in full bloom. For Argentina and for Messi, the cruelest of endings. For Argentina, heartbreak. The reigning champions came so close to back-to-back titles, but ran into the one team no side could break down. And for Lionel Messi, in what is surely his final World Cup, the fairy tale ending was not to be. They gave everything but could not find a way through. Held goalless by that Spanish defence, reduced to 10 men when Paredes was sent off late, Argentina's dream of back-to-back World Cups slipped away in the final act. It is, in all likelihood, the last we will see of Lionel Messi at a World Cup. A defeated finalist this time, rather than the champion of 4 years ago. But his place in the game's history was long ago secure, whatever the ending. There is no shame in it. Argentina defended their crown to the very last kick, undone only by the best team in the tournament. They leave with their heads held high and with the memories of a golden era of their own. And the future is not bleak. Around Messi, a young core of Enzo Fernandez, Julian Alvarez and Alexis Mac Allister remains, players entering their prime. Argentina's golden era may be ending, but the foundations of the next one are already in place. And what about that third-place playoff? Nobody wanted it. It was chaos. The game nobody wanted became the game of the tournament. England beat France 6-4 in Miami in a breathless 10-goal thriller that had absolutely everything. If this was a dead rubber, somebody forgot to tell the players. England raced into a 4-0 lead. Declan Rice and Ezri Konsa striking early. Then Bukayo Saka twice before half-time. France roared back through Kylian Mbappe and Bradley Barcola to make it 4-3. But Saka completed his hat-trick from the spot, and late goals sealed a 6-4 win. For a while, France threatened the impossible. From 4-0 down, Mbappe dragged them back to within a goal, and a stunning comeback looked on. In the end, England held firm, but the so-called meaningless game had produced pure theatre. The star of the show was Bukayo Saka, a hat-trick, a display for the ages, and a perfect 10 out of 10 in the ratings. On a night when England left out some big names, it was Saka who seized the stage and produced the performance of the tournament. Thomas Tuchel rested Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham, and still England scored 6. Bellingham came off the bench to add the last, deep in stoppage time. For all the pain of the semi-final, it was a joyous, cathartic way to end their tournament. 2 players walked away with something to remember. For England, the bronze medal means more than it might sound. This is their best finish at a World Cup since they won it in 1966. After the heartbreak of the semi-final, ending on a high and on a medal matters. A golden generation goes home with something. And there was history for Kylian Mbappe. His goals in the bronze match sealed the Golden Boot as the tournament's top scorer, making him the first male player ever to win it at 2 different World Cups. A small consolation, but a place in the record books. It settles a race that ran all tournament. Mbappe edged out Messi and the other contenders to the Golden Boot, the individual duel that gave this World Cup so much of its narrative. The team prize went to Spain, but the top scorer's crown is French. For France, no medal but pride, and Mbappe's individual crown, beaten in a wild game but never without a fight. A talented young side that will surely be back, stronger at the next World Cup. It also offered Thomas Tuchel some respite. Questioned heavily after the semi-final collapse, his side responded with 6 goals and a medal. The debates will go on, but England and their manager now turn towards the next Euros. And so an unforgettable World Cup comes to a close. So that is that. Spain are champions of the world, the deserving winners of a tournament full of drama, shocks and heartbreak. From Haaland's heroics to Messi's magic, from the fortress to the thriller, it has given us everything. Spain leave with the double and the makings of a dynasty. Argentina and Messi leave with pride, but not the ending they dreamed of. England leave with bronze and Saka's masterpiece, a tournament that will be talked about for years. That is your final roundup, but we are not quite done. Very soon we will bring you the definitive review of the whole tournament, the best, the worst, and the unforgettable. So hit subscribe and we will see you one last time.